Hey YouTube, this is Kevin from Team Wild Windsor bringing you another deck update. Also, talk about the regionals just passed, and also finally the format discussion. And pretty much, went to the Ontario regionals. I did all right, but I didn't do as well as I wanted to, so I dropped. I could have kept going, eventually done pretty good, I think, but I just wasn't feeling it that day, so I dropped. And I got to the semifinals with my 6 Sam deck, and just lost to a guy who was running a Genix, pretty much Genix doppel plants or whatever, and just I wasn't used to it, so that's why he beat me. But for the most part, it was a pretty cool. And I'm gonna be getting rid of my 6 Sam. I know I've run my course with it. I'm gonna build a new deck. Most likely, I am pushing towards Gravekeepers just because I love Gravekeepers, just how they run and everything. And so I'm probably going to be pushing the Gravekeepers, maybe Dark World, I'm not sure. But most likely Gravekeepers. So I'm going to give you one last deck update for my 6 Sam, and to anyone who's looking to build it, I recommend it. Just remember, you can only do so much. So I pretty much hollowed out everything in this deck. I've done everything I can do. I run 2 Grandmasters, Super. I like the Supers better than the Secret, they just look way nicer. And staples, 3 Kizans, 3 Kaigekis, 3 Kagemusha, all the pretty much normal. I got my secret hand, run the hand to 6, 1 Spirit of course, and then here's how I changed it up. I run Sheehan Squire, he's very good with the dojos, it just adds for so much more pluses with this deck. Then of course spells, Gateway. I run 2 Uniteds. I felt that you have enough searchers in the deck, and pretty much I ran 3. When I was running 3, I kept getting dead draws sometimes. So I think 2 is a good balance in it. Yeah, they're supers. Awesome. Here's how I do it. I run 2 dojos. That's for the Sheehan Squire. You go keys on, and this you get Sheehan out first turn, and it's just such a good plus right there. 1 Rhoda, 3 Sheehan Smoke Signals, 2 Upstarts. I think 2 is a good balance. 3 is too much. 2 MSTs, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Monster Reborn, Giant Trinade, all staples. Now onto the traps. Solemn Judgment, 2 Warnings, 2 Double Edge. I think 2 is fine. A lot go for 3, but that's overkill. 7 tools wins games, folks. I'm going to say that right now. 7 tools is boss. Just because so many people, locals and everything, they'll go, whatever deck you face, you face 6 Sams, double edge, 7 tools. You run into a warning, 7 tools, judgment, 7 tools, just negates anything. Mirror Force, 1 Muzukani. There's so much removal stuff that I think 1 is just fine. This card is boss as well, just because, let's say I got a Sheehan in this, set this, most of the time my opponent will just set a monster and set 1 or 2 backfield, bounce back both their backfield or 1 or monster. It's just good. And then 1 bottomless. 1 bottomless is good. Now onto the side and extra. Here's what I do. Beast, so easy to do now because of Dojo. Trust me, just Shen Squire and Kizan, you can go on a Cherry Beast first turn. 1 out, just Catastor. 2 Shiens. I know I could go 3, but I find 2 is fine. 1 Barkion, Gaia Knight, Brio, Scrap Archfiend, Black Rose, Ancient Fairy, Red Dragon Archfiend, Stardust, Colossal, Trishula, so easy in this deck, just boss. And then 1 Chimera Tech, and I'll show you why right now. Then on to the side deck. 1 Cyber because of the Chimera. I think 1 is fine. You could go 2, but I want to find 1. 2 Kinetics. 2 Pulling the Rugs. 2 Swallows Flip. Chain Disappearance. Boss card. Most expensive. Right here. 2 Jiu-Jitsu Masters. 1 Super, 1 not. Never really got the other, but still very good. Rivalry is such a good card with this 6 Sam deck. just because just wrecked plants, wrecked everything. And then two noblemen. That's the deck. A little bit of the upcoming format and stuff like that. I think that with the ban list, I know it's still a long ways to go. I think with the ban list, I say for sure, most likely duality go to one. Gravekeeper's just abusing the hell out of it. Six Hams will be hit a lot. I think the Uniteds might go to one. Smoke signals probably go one. I don't know. Just a lot of stuff I've been talking about. But in the upcoming, a lot of stuff that Blackwings could make a rise again because of the stuff coming out. They're getting a 4-star tuner, and I think they can make a run again, but not too big. Although that YCS Orlando guy's doing pretty good. And there's also the Birdman OTK that a lot of people still don't know about. You can look it up on YouTube. A lot of people have just perfected it and just wrecks. Then there's the Fish OTK again. Fish just such an ass. I know I said ass on YouTube, but whatever. And pretty much Six Hams will still be good, but not as good as they once were. I think Gravekeepers will be good, just because just the grave presence. Disaster Dragons could be good with the Dodger, but I don't know. Grave dependence again. And then pretty much, I say the Boss King deck probably be between X Sabers, GBs maybe, and even Gravekeepers or Six Sam. Those are the four main boss decks. But one deck that keep in mind that I faced at the LA Regionals was my friend Juan's deck. I posted a video, and his deck is like just boss, just wrecks people. And I think Doppel Junk could be good next format, or even now. So watch for that. Thanks YouTube. I'll be gone for a while. I'm gonna be starting college in a bit, but I'm gonna start building a new deck because this deck's going. Unless you can respond to me like real quick, because on Wednesday I'm taking it to Frank's. If you're interested in the deck, comment, subscribe, and give me a value of the deck. You would probably, you most likely message me. Don't post it in the comments because I don't want people seeing. Or if you want, you can, but I don't really care. But if you want the deck, most of the deck is all hollowed out. That can be, not first ed and all that, but still all hollowed from what you saw. So, thank you YouTube. And I'll see you around.